Welcome to the Tropical Artist YouTube channel. My channel focuses primarily on creating paintings of Florida and the Caribbean. Some of my paintings are created in my Florida studio, but many are created out on location en plein air in Southwest Florida and the islands of the Caribbean. Some videos will focus on painting technique, while others will be just to enjoy the beautiful tropical environments. And I may sprinkle in episodes on how art and nature affects our emotional health. So I hope you enjoy. Hi there everyone, I'm Alan Zawacki. Are you retired or approaching retirement and are looking for a way to keep that youthful spark alive? Well, you've come to the right place. In this episode, we're diving into the vibrant world of plein air painting, where you get to swap the living room for the great outdoors and your TV remote for a paintbrush. Trust me, there's nothing quite like the feeling of a fresh breeze, blank canvas, and a chance to unleash your inner Picasso while soaking up a little vitamin D. Who needs a fancy spa treatment when Mother Nature's got all of the rejuvenation you need? Now I know what you might be thinking, but Alan, I haven't picked up a paintbrush since I was coloring inside the lines in kindergarten. Well, guess what? That's the beauty of it. Out here, there are no lines to stay inside of, just endless possibilities. So let's shake off the cobwebs, pack up the art supplies, and head outside for a little creative therapy. Let's start by describing my setup for the day. A very lightweight and inexpensive easel, a stool, blanket, paint, palette, and my backpack for extras. Some people like to stand while painting, but after years growing up with football injuries to my knees, I like to save whatever cartilage I have left in there. And an easy and simple palette of a waterproof paper pad and a clipboard. Okay, as I begin my painting with a sketch and continue on through the painting, let's talk about why it's so important for seniors, anybody that's retired or looking to retire, to take up painting outside in nature. Honestly, it's hard to resist the pool of fresh air and sunshine. Plein air painting is my excuse to sit outside and be one with nature. Even if I'm sweating in the hot and humid Florida sun, it just feels good to connect with nature. Anyway, in Florida, there's always the ocean or the pool to cool off in. Exercise is so important as we get older. Lugging around an easel and art supplies counts as a workout in my book. Plus, wandering around to find that perfect spot to paint is a nice excuse to stretch my legs and get some exercise. Who knew that art could be an aerobic sport? When we retire, some people can become too isolated, but plein air painting groups gives us a chance to make new friends. We chat, we paint, we laugh at our struggles with perspective. What's not to love? Plein air painting keeps the old noggin sharp. Whether it's figuring out how to mix the perfect sky blue or just deciding where to start, my brain gets a workout that's way more fun than crossword puzzles. There's something about being outside with a paintbrush in your hand that makes the stress just melt away. It's just me, my canvas, and the sound of the birds of the ocean. It's so relaxing. And less stress is the best medicine for the heart. Hey, look what I made. There's nothing like stepping back and seeing a finished painting. It may not be a masterpiece, but it's mine. It feels so good. It's totally worth it. Who needs a camera when you've got paint? Plein air painting lets me capture the world as I see it and as I feel it. It's like keeping a journal, but with more color and fewer words. Going through tough times? When I was going through a rough time in my life, an artist friend of mine told me, just paint through it. Painting outside is my therapy session with Mother Nature as my therapist. I get to pour out all of my emotions on the canvas and walk away feeling rejuvenated. Plus, no hourly fee, it's free. Focusing on a painting helps me tune out the world and tune into the moment. Nothing else exists. No problems, no worries. It's like meditation, but with more paint on my hands and less chanting. Time flies. An hour can go by without me noticing it at all. It's a totally immersive experience. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Every plein air painting session is a chance to try something new, whether it's a different brush stroke or just figuring out how to paint that darn tree. And I can always take a class or pull up a YouTube video like this to learn something new. Okay, let's shift our attention back to the painting that I'm creating. So far I've been blocking in the different shapes of the sand dunes, the ocean, and the seagrass. And then I'll be starting to block in some of the shadow area. I'm sitting in a shaded area under a big tree, and I want to create those shadows in the foreground. After I filled in some of the foreground shadow color with cerulean blue type of paint, I wanted to put in some of the basic clumps of seagrass. And you can do a little bit of artistic license here. You don't have to put in the clumps of grass exactly as they appear in the real life there. You can create a pattern so that it is a better flow in the painting overall. Now I'll begin to put in a little bit of detail in the different areas, the sky, the ocean, the seagrass, and in the foreground. Add some of the dappled light that comes through the trees. As you watch me complete this painting, I just want to remind you that you don't have to be a great artist to do this. In fact, you don't have to be an artist at all. All you have to do is be able to get outside and enjoy nature and have some fun with paint and a canvas. I felt a need to darken the shadow area, and also I'll be changing the color of the dappled light to be a little bit more golden as the sun shines through the trees. A few more details on the seagrass, and that'll be it for the day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It will help my channel reach more tropical beach and art lovers like you.